I spent 4 years as Chancellor of the University of Alaska Fairbanks. From our campus, on most clear days, we could look across the Tanana River Valley flats and see the Alaska Range maybe 70 miles to the south. On the clearest of days, they told us, you could look west-southwest and see the top of Denali rising above the horizon. Denali, the tallest peak in North America at 20,300 or so feet. We had been there 2 months and hadn't had a day clear enough to see Denali. We had friends coming in from the lower 48. We drove them down to the entrance of Denali National Park, met a small plane, flew back the 90 miles to Kantishna, a lodge and gravel airstrip about 90 miles back. The air clear enough to see the lower 7,000 feet of the mountain as we flew back, the upper 2/3 shrouded in clouds of the mountain's own making. We landed at the gravel airstrip, spent the night at Kantishna Lodge. Even if it had been clear, Mount Quigley, which sat to the south of us, blocking the view of the mountain, prevented us from seeing it. Next morning, got up early, started up the trail to climb Mount Quigley to see whether we would have a glimpse of the full mountain. The sky was clear. Sometimes, though, the mountain makes its own weather, so there was still no guarantee. Hiked up the trail, nearing the top of Quigley. I could look back and see the tiny band-aid of the gravel airstrip there shrinking below us. I could look to the north and see the horizon fading into infinity. And as I began to crest Quigley, the feeling you get when you think somebody's looking at you struck me. I stopped, looked directly to the south, and there, rising before me, my vision first at horizontal, lifted and lifted and lifted. There before me was this 20,000-foot mass of rock, gleaming white in the morning sun, snowfields and glaciers and cliff faces. It was the most magnificent sight I had ever seen, and in that one instance, I felt both overwhelming humility because I had done nothing in my life that matched this vision. Climbing Quigley was nothing, even though as I crested it, I felt this great sense of pride and accomplishment. So total, absolute humility, but at the same instant, the most powerful sense of inspiration I had ever felt. Nature teaches humility and inspiration. Try leading without feeling humility and inspiration. It does not work. Nature inspires, nature teaches us humility.